400 billion emails per day. Yours has the same signature as the bot that sent 4 million of them. Not an accusation, a filter problem. A recruiter opens your email, reads the pitch, gets to the signature, and closes the tab. Not because the pitch was bad, because nothing at the bottom proved a person wrote it. In a world where AI-generated outreach has flooded every inbox on the planet, your signature is one of the last parts of an email that can still prove you're a person, or fail to. A standard professional signature has a structure that hasn't changed much since, actually, 2012. Name, title, company, phone number, a few icons linking to social profiles, maybe a logo. Clean, aligned, consistent. Also, completely indistinguishable from the 10 million automated outreach emails sent yesterday. The same spacing, the same hierarchy, the same perfectly formatted phone number with the international prefix because someone told you to add it 6 years ago and you never questioned it. Look, it's not that professional signatures are bad, it's that professional has quietly become the most mimicable aesthetic in digital communication. An AI bot can produce a signature that looks more professional than yours in about 4 seconds. Which is exactly why professional alone isn't enough anymore. There's a concept worth understanding here: pattern recognition at scale. When a filter, human or automated, processes thousands of emails, it's looking for anomalies. Not red flags necessarily, anomalies, the tiny variations that indicate a real person sent this. A template signature has no anomalies. It's mathematically clean. And mathematically clean in 2026 reads closer to automated than most people realize. Actually, that's not even the strange part. The strange part is what does register as human. There's a full breakdown of signature styles over at hotinsocialmedia.com/funny and professional email signature. Funny, professional, hybrid. And when you look at which ones actually drive responses, a pattern shows up that most people don't expect. The funny ones work. Not instead of professional, not as a replacement for your name and role, but the ones that include a small, slightly absurd human detail consistently outperform the clinically perfect templates in reply rates, open rates, and here's the one that surprises people: trust signals. Sent from my third coffee of the day hits differently than a boilerplate disclaimer. Not because it's hilarious, because it's specific, because only a person who actually drank 3 coffees today could have written it. That specificity, that tiny fragment of lived experience dropped at the bottom of an email, is doing something that no template can replicate. It's proving you exist in a body, that there's friction in your day, that you are not, in fact, a script running on a server somewhere in Ohio. Humor doesn't mean unprofessional. In 2026, a well-placed human variable in your signature is one of the most professional things you can do.
Now, the live link problem, because this one is genuinely underappreciated. Most professionals put their LinkedIn URL in their signature, which makes sense. LinkedIn is the professional network. You want people to find you there. But here's what's actually happening. A link that has been in your signature unchanged for 4 years, actually most people don't even remember what it points to anymore, is a static artifact. It says, "I set this up once and never thought about it again." Which is fine, totally normal, but it's also a missed opportunity that compounds every single time you send an email. The signatures that work best, the ones that feel alive, reference something current, a project that just launched, a piece of writing that went out recently, a line that changes when something changes in your work. Currently building thing is more interesting than senior manager at company. Not because titles don't matter, they do, but because currently building implies forward motion. It implies presence. Someone checked on this signature recently. Someone updated it. A human being has an opinion about what's worth mentioning right now. That is a fundamentally different signal than a signature that has been carbon copied since the Obama administration. There are roughly 330 billion professional emails sent annually. The average open rate is somewhere around 21%. The signature is the last thing the other 79% saw before they closed the tab. Okay, so the balance question, because this is where people get stuck. Funny versus professional, which wins? Neither, alone. 100% professional, indistinguishable from a GPT outreach bot. Competent, invisible. 100% funny, interesting, memorable, but, and this is real, it can actually undercut the authority of everything above it if it's not calibrated right. The winning 2026 signature is a hybrid. The professional infrastructure does its job: name, role, company, relevant link. And then one human variable breaks the pattern. One thing that couldn't have been generated. One signal that says a real person with opinions about their own work made this. The distinction is usually obvious once you're looking for it. Email volume globally passed 400 billion messages per day sometime in the last couple of years. That number includes your pitch. It includes the follow-up you sent last Tuesday. It includes everything that looks to a filter exactly like everything else. Your signature is one of the few levers you still control completely. The subject line is gamed by AI. The body copy is increasingly pattern-matched. But the signature, the small, weird, specific human thing at the bottom, is still yours. Most people haven't touched this signature in years. It was inherited from a template or copied from a colleague or auto-populated by an email client. It exists by default, not by decision. The autopilot answer in 2026 looks exactly like a bot. Nobody in IT flagged it. The inbox keeps filling. The signatures stay the same. Somewhere, a filter is sorting yours right now.